Hello and welcome, my name is Spartan617 and in today's video is going to be a review of the Tier 8 British tank destroyer, the Charioteer. And our first game here is on Fort Despair, and to answer the initial question, is this tank good to get or is it worth getting? And definitely. It is an incredibly strong tank for its tier, and it's all because of the shell you see I have selected here. If this tank didn't have this shell, or this ammunition type, no one would play it as much as they do. Because with calibrated shells and fully equipped tank, this is at about 85% career of a 7.4 second reload for 440 alpha with 231mm of pen, which is more than enough for tier 8. The tank is just absolutely deadly, and because it is a 105mm gun, you can ammo rack tanks a little bit here and there, but it's just such an incredibly strong tank. You see there, almost 500 damage coming from this little HESH. I do stuff that one up there, but it's just got an astounding rate of fire for such a large amount of alpha. Gives you thousands and thousands of DPM at tier 8. And even the normal regular HE still has 116mm of pen, so to save credits you can switch out HESH and HE, because a lot of the targets you can pen with HE, with regular HE from the rear anyways. See, 420, and I only have around 7 second reload. Do a messy shot up here, but this IS-5 does get upset with my HESH. So I switch to the regular HE, does the same job, 435. T34s, T30s, T29s is a bit hard to HESH from the side, just because of their side armor and their tracks. The tracks cover almost everything, and I kind of fluffed that shot. But at the moment it's a 2 versus 4 with my little LTTB friend here. I know the AMX is coming around the side. HESH clears him up quite easy, 411. Now I do want to go shave off half the health of this T34 here. There you go, 430. Up to 3.6 thousand damage at the moment. I just spot the T49 over there. I just scuttle across because I want to try to get to the flank in case they all decide to start flanking. The LTTB stays put for whatever reason, and I just wait for a bit until something gets spotted. There you go, T49 gets lit up. Think about going to the left, but I think I'll go around to the right where I can hopefully catch out someone else, which I do find the T20. I kill the T49 first because I'm hoping he just fired, but I get lucky. Get a lucky shot on the T20, and it's just all about cleaning up this T30 at the moment. T34, sorry. Get an unlucky shot there, do 5. But yeah, with the HESH on this gun, if you do not penetrate, you do anywhere between 5 to maybe 100 damage. So if you don't pen, you do really lower your DPM. And now that was a 4000 damage ace against 2 versus 4 in the end. Little LTTB did quite well as well, 1700. 2 kills in a tier 8 game is pretty good for a tier 7 light tank. Hit quite a lot of people, as you see there. You do lose a lot of credits though, because each HESH shell, premium shell, costs 4000 credits, and you get a top gun, high caliber. And we'll move on to our next game, which is on Middleburg. And Charioteer does have 10 degrees of gun depression, which makes it incredibly versatile in hilly terrains, lots of bumps and shit like that. As you see here, I am running, I'm pretty sure I'm running gun rammer, but I do only have a very, not 100% crew yet. Now at the moment we think it's just a Super Pershing that's here. Oh no, sorry. We just think it's this little guy here, but we are wrong. I fluffed the first shot. There's the M6, the Advent tank. This Charioteer decides he doesn't want to live anymore. Fluff that shot up. Tracks do eat all of your HESH damage, but when you pen, you can easily, there you go, 506. Now, yeah, I do hope to pop up here to get more shots in, but we spot everyone else in the enemy team, the 4 that are alive. Now they're going to go after the C-54, so I make the most of it. 400. He's such a dangerous tank. But the sort of balancing factor of the tank is it is incredibly fragile. You cannot take HE shells or AP anyone. But you do have a lot of DPM, so most of the time you're going to shoot yourself out of a situation. Now I'm stuck between heavy tanks or a heavy tank. So I decide the Russian one. 376 into his lower plate. And you see, I've acted the engine boost, which is incredibly broken. Wargaming didn't think this one through, allowing you to go 6 kilometers faster in forward and 8 in reverse, and giving you 50% more horsepower and 10% reverse. So you are incredibly mobile. You were mobile before, but now you're just incredibly mobile. Try to take out the M6 and I get lucky. And this WZ just waltzes over the hill and it's dead. That was 3.8k damage in about 2.5 minutes. You pack just immense amounts of DPM with this thing. And it's all down to the gun. The tank itself, the arm turret, has no armor. The hull has no armor. You can get bounces, but never ever rely on it. The turret and the hull, all meant to carry that gun around. And yeah, this next battle we go to shows how the Charioteer can be used in a lot more passive, just camping, and still being quite effective. And the gun is quite accurate. Fully upgraded with the maxed out crew provisions, you can get the gun down to 0.29 accuracy, which is very good. And see, I got 6.7, so I am running gun rammer again, but my crew is much more, well, I think it's at about 95 or so in this game. And I just sit here hoping to catch you out a medium. Well, not really hoping to catch you out a medium, because they do have 3 of them. But I'm lucky enough that they all decide to just go down and give me this whole entire field to play around in. And a very good shot on the Centurion. But yeah, this tank is incredibly powerful. I'm surprised Wargaming hasn't really touched it yet, but I doubt they will for a while, because it's one of those tanks where it does incredibly well, or if a 40%er has it, he gets one-shotted by a Borsig or an ISU or an SU every single time. So you can't you have such a wide margin of people doing incredibly well, and then people doing so poorly. So that is, I reckon that's the reason why a lot of tanks take a while to get nerfed, because Wargaming gets lots of conflicting information there. But nonetheless, this is an incredibly overpowered tank if you know what you're doing. But then again, every single tank is overpowered if you know what you're doing. This one just more so if you know how to use the HESH effectively. Realistically, I should have shot at APCR there, because that would have guaranteed the kill, and HESH could have just dipped, hit his tracks, hit the top of his turret, not done, full pen. This T-34 can't look at the turret. You can easily pen the side of his turret with the HESH. Killed both his loaders and his commander with that. Looking for the shot on the Charioteer. Roll for 440. But that was his spore liner taking into effect, so that would have been a 550 damage roll. Now, it's down to me and the RU against an M6, a T-34 and an IS-2. And I'm just happily going to sit in this bush without a care in the world, because they have to cross quite a bit of open ground to get me, and I have enough DPM to just destroy them. Yeah, very lucky shot in there, did not expect that to go in. But does put the T-34 down to a one shot. Do miss the shot on the M6. And yeah, I tell the RU to just come over here to me, because we're both out here, we have a much better chance of winning pretty much. He got out of there against all three of them, and he had a single scratch. This M6 waltzes into the cap circle and is just dead. No idea what he was thinking. I don't get spotted. You do have very good camo on this tank, but never fully rely on it, because the M6, I'm doubting he was very stock M6, because otherwise 9 times out of 10 you can easily get spotted by a tier 8 heavy tank from that distance when firing. And I just sit here, there we go, there's the IS-2. My gun decides it doesn't want to work for the next minute or so, and the M6s are just talking about their Dracula stories. The RU is pushing up around to the right there. Finally my gun hits, but that's what I mean. You either pen for 440 or do no damage. I miss again. And he knows he's getting shot at, he can hear them. Just, hello gun, you're there. And I was aiming at the side of the church and still fired and still hit him. There you go, I got spotted. I hit him. And now I decide, yeah, I better dip, because that T-34 could be on my left. And there he is. And just pretty much just cleaning up this T-34 now. You win a lot of like 2 versus 4s, 2 versus 5, 3 versus 6s with this tank. I say for fuck's sake only because I was close to 5k and I was a little upset with the RU, but not his fault. I was 4.8 thousand damage, 4 kills, and that little RU did a lot. He helps immensely. And yeah, 19 shots fired, 14 hit. Quite a lot of damage. Again, you lose lots and lots of credits. 64,000 credits just gone. And yeah, this is my Charioteer tank review. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.